Hey there, welcome back. So we're going to try to continue this game. There's a couple of things to talk about. First of all, I definitely had people saying, "Hey, are you going to continue this?" And my answer is sure. I'm more than happy to. I'm loving this game. I haven't had a chance to play it for a couple days, but I did want to let you know that for one night I started a new campaign. And my logic was is that I was going to try a few things differently. And I also wanted to try out some of the negative stuff, which, by the way, I don't recommend. They're very hard, all those negative traits. Um, so, by starting a new campaign, let me just say this. I'm doing way better because I think that's part of playing a game multiple times is you start to get better at it. And I am definitely doing better in that campaign than I was on this one. But I still think this one's not an awful job. And in fact, if you recall, I gave myself some bonus money, but I gave myself 90,000. So we're sitting at 92,000, which means that I have not needed that bonus money at all. I'm still playing within the confines of the game, so no worries there. Um, yes, I'm cheating McCheaterson, but technically my cheat hasn't done anything because I'm still 2,000 over what I gave myself. But what I did was is okay. I reloaded this Persia mission, which has been. I just don't even. Well, it's Middle East. I don't know if that's the Persia one or not. Let me check real quick. Um, Middle East is before Persia, so okay. So we're not even at Persia yet. Okay, so we're in the Middle East, and this one, as you may recall, was kicking my butt. And there's just hundreds and hundreds of troops and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! I mean, it's just the whole thing is just really um, convoluted. And if you also recall, I tried to paratrooper over here, and that was a nightmare because literally every space here is filled with troops just waiting to kill me. And then even up here, there's a whole bunch. Um, I tried to paradrop in here to take this airfield, and that is also littered with hundreds of, not hundreds, but you know what I mean. I'm exaggerating a little bit of hyperbole. And then there was also a pretty sizable chunk here, but I was able to take that down. Um, and I was using the river crossing units to get there. So for sure, we're going to start over. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is when I did start over, I noticed something that didn't exist the last time I played, or I never noticed, because this. So the thing I did when I started the new campaign, I know I'm bouncing around with my thoughts, but when I started the new campaign, one of the things I went after was I wanted to make sure I had the prototypes. Because part of the reason why I feel like this mission is so hard is that I have no prototypes. And so my units are evenly matched with their units, which makes it hard because they have like triple the number of units as I do. So my thoughts were, well, if I had better overall, like a prototype unit, then I would have like an advanced something something, and be able to have that edge. Well, sure enough, this particular game, I do have a prototype, even without having the prototype skill turned on. And let me just show it to you. Yes, you're reading that correctly. I have a tiger. That's awesome. We don't even have Panthers yet. These are, well, Panzer 4. I don't think that was a Panther, was it? Um, it might have been. It might have been. I have to think of what the Panthers were. Were they really the Panzer 4? No, I don't think they were. I think the Panther was like the Panzer 5. Um, and then, of course, the Tiger was even the next evolution, and there it is. I have it. So what I did was is I upgraded to the Tiger, and I overstrengthed it. And just to give a sample, he costs 450 more or whatever, and he does take more slots, but he has a 22-23 and a 9 initiative versus, these overall just better in almost every category except for cost and slots. And then I overstrengthed him to max level. because why not, right? He's our tiger. And you can see here, here's, well, the prototype. It would show up down here, but I think I used up all of my points. I had 20, I think. I used up at least 15 to make this unit. And so anyways, that's the first thing I did. The second thing, of course, so in my new campaign, having the prototypes has been awesome. And I do miss that. Also, having the anti-air veteran, I'm thinking, is more and more important. Because obviously being able to shoot planes and killing them is great. Everything here is important, to be quite honest with you. So taking the prototype one, I think, which one did I give up? I think I gave up Liberator. So I wasn't getting the plus 50% prestige for capturing flags. But the thing about it is when you get better at the game, you find yourself not needing as much prestige, right? You don't have to repair as much because you're not taking as much damage. So there's a little bit of a trade-off there. Anyways, I'm at a spot where I have 2 more slots, and I think what I want to do is move to my reserve. Whoops, I didn't mean to move him to my reserve. I wanted to... Where's my bridging unit? That's the thing that's weird about this scenario. I know for a fact I had a bridging unit. Infantry. Did I somehow sell him? It's just so bizarre. So I found the prototype that I didn't think I had. And then I can swear to you I had a bridging unit, and now I don't see it. Maybe we didn't get a bridging unit in this game. So the Brücken Pioneer, which I think is the German for Bridge Pioneer, he really doesn't do much attack and defense. The only reason you buy this guy is to build a bridge. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I do have the money to give him transport, and you can see it's going to cost 2 slots, 315 bucks. The other thing I can do is just move to the tank, and there's the Brücken here, and you can see he's significantly cheaper. So I can have transport, I can build bridge, and it still costs 2 slots though, but he's significantly cheaper. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And there we go. We have the Brücken tank. So with this tank, I do want to cross. Now, I don't know what the right strategy is. I was trying to take this airfield here, which was working. I was doing a bang-up job of getting across. Now, I was getting a little bit annoyed because these guys down south here were swinging forward. Oh, I remember. Because my my paratroopers were in trouble, I had to like shoot down this way as fast as I could to try to bail them out. So I don't have to do that. I could cross the river and sneak down to take this airfield, and then once I'm done, sneak up to finish off these guys up top. That's one strategy. Another strategy is to just send the bulk of my force across here and send one path up towards this goal, another path down here, along with my river engineer, because if you look, if I come down this angle, Fallujah and Baghdad is in between these rivers. So this is the Tigris and Euphrates, I guess. I'm just realizing where I'm at. So coming down this way is sort of like a commitment to Baghdad. And then, of course, having some other troops come down this way. I think what I want to do is basically have 3 armies. The one army, of course, is going to come straight across. One army is going to come down here, along with the river unit. And then the third army would come down the path we already did. So, with that being said, our bridge unit, I'm going to put right here, because I want to cross the river there. And then we for sure want to cross with 2 tanks. So I'm going to put my 2 tanks in the back. My Tiger, I'm going to put, well, let's do our infantry first. So with the paratroopers, we do have air transports. So I get to put my paratroopers somewhere, and I'm thinking down here is where I want to go. So I'm going to put my paratroopers right up front, like that. This is my Pioneer that's really good at just wrecking people, the one-man wrecking crew, right? So I'm going to put him right up front. And then the other two are going to cross the river. And then we have 2 recon units. One's going to cross the river. One's going to be in the back. I have 2 anti-tank units. This is a tough question. So I'm going to put my 2 tanks near the rear. I am definitely going to put 1 artillery up front. The other one's going to cross the river. And yeah, as far as the 88s go, we're going to have 1 in each group. So then with the anti-tank, I think I once again need to put 1 in each group. And that means that this particular tank, I can move it forward. I have to be really careful. Sometimes it crashes when I try to deploy when there's a plane in the same space. Okay, and then as far as like my fighters and all that stuff goes, I think I'm gonna just do that. Let's get our bombers in, like so. Okay, it is cloudy on this first day, but I think we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and hit end deployment. All right, so you have to forgive me because like I said, I've been playing a new campaign, and then of course I'm getting my heroes and my units discombobulated here. Like I said, I remember this one has a crap ton of units and a crap ton of planes. So my 88s are going to stay in anti-air mode for as long as possible. So let's cross the river. So first things first, I'm going to create the bridge. And then I have 2 infantry units. One is going to charge the south. The other, we're going to charge up north. I have no idea if I went too far. This is a artillery. He's going to support the north. This is an anti-tank, also going to support the north. And this guy is also going to support the north. And then 1 tank's going to go north. This tank's going to go south. And then that guy's going to go north. So really, we don't have a very big army going south here. And that may be a big mistake on my part. Because I definitely know there's some tough stuff here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my planes to support this area. And then these 2 guys will just, help clean up and, and do the scouting and whatever needs to be done. So here, we have a tank right up front. And of course I got an anti-tank gun. And I do have this guy. Oh, how do I want to do this? I made a mistake. So I'm going to move him 1 forward. And I can artillery up there if I need to. And here's what's funny. I really am going to go into anti-tank mode. Just because this guy is such a juicy target. I just destroyed all 10 of him. Although I did take 5 myself. I can't get here to hit him on my first turn. So that sort of blows. So I'll go ahead and artillery. And I want to be really nice if I could just see these units, but I just haven't. I can't get any of them revealed. So what I'm going to do then is take my fighter. We'll go here. another fighter. We're gonna just go. Oh, there we go. We exposed. And what is that guy? That's a Hurricane, but he's supported by a Spitfire. That's the reason why the numbers are so bad. So I can't. I can go after this one. And look at that. What's he? He's a anti-tank. I can go here. There's some really cool heroes out there, by the way, folks. There was one that every time you kill somebody, you get +1 attack for the rest of the mission. There was one that lets you do double attacks. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you could potentially get. So I'm going to come here, take him on. And then the whole idea here is that my fighter is going to be able, yep. So I'm going to move my fighter in to protect them. Now these guys are the Fallschirmjäger. And they might get, nope, we're good. They may not be visible down here. So I'm trying to keep them in their planes, and we're going to drop them over here. And yeah, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Can't quite reach that tank, but this one can. This is my Panzer 4G. Ooh, he moved in range. Yeah. There we go, +1 to hard attack. Always good to see that on a anti-tank. And then of course this is a Tiger. Look at this, Tiger taking an entrenched unit and just blowing it out of the water. I wasn't even expecting that. And then I can just... boom. The unit's gone. I wish I had more movement points now. So I think that's my entire turn. Yes, it is. And I am a little nervous, but we'll go ahead and give it a go. Yep, there's the air units coming in and harassing me. That one I wasn't expecting as much. That was big damage. This is a fighter unit taking big damage. Oh, they're... oh. I was going to say, are they going to finish me? Oh, that one's bad. 4 damage was okay. Alright, so I took some damage there. This guy in particular, we're going to heal up for 209. This one's down to 6. I can take on some stuff. So I'll go out and take on their scout plane here. Only 1 damage. Jeez Louise. If I move him to air mode... here we go. I can move forward 1 space and wreck this guy. Hey, I wanted to show you this. Check out what I got.
Ooh, the Tiger.
Yeah, I got a Tiger, and look, I got him in...
September 1942.
yeah. So that's a...
Same date I'm on.
So the voice you might be hearing, that's my son. He's been playing this as well, and you went the Barbarossa path, right?
Yeah.
Was it north, south? North.
Towards Leningrad.
And let me just tell you that as much as I want to whine and complain about this mission, he's got some insane missions he's doing. Because you're in Stalingrad now, right?
Yeah.
And the map is huge. The cities are huge. It's even got the transports taking the infantry across the river to invade Stalingrad after he took it. It's got all of it. It's really cool.
It's pretty much, imagine like a 5x5 city, like hex, and then there's infantry in every single spot with 10 entrenchment level. That's Leningrad and all over Stalingrad.
Yeah. It's crazy. Now this one, uh, you can't see them, but there's nothing but troops here. Like there's 9 or 10, like here, and there's 9 or 10 more up here. Um, you can see there's a whole bunch here, and then there's a group nestled here. And basically everywhere that you see a fog of war, there's troops. It's pretty crazy, and I'm taking my paratroopers in. We're going to try this particular strategy of invading from the south. I don't know how well it's going to go, but we're going to give it a go. And what was really nice is I was able to find a little spot where they don't have heavy defenses. So that part's good. All right. So yeah, the Air Force has come. I just did 7 damage to this one. This one's at full strength. This is just a recon plane, but it'd still be nice to take him out. This one is a really tough fighter. And that one, it's a fighter, but he was attacking me like a bomber. Let me look at this. Oh, nope, he's a bomber. So he must be some modified Hurricane. Alright, so if I were to come in with my fighter, you could see this one's not so bad. Let's try to take out their fighters. And then maybe I probably should take out the bomber just to finish him. But I'm not even going to be able to do that. But that sort of makes sense. This guy's got a fighter, he's a Hurricane, so he has a fighter, he must be one of those hybrids. Okay, so I'm afraid to take my bombers out just because there's so many of those planes still left alive. These guys I definitely want to take down. And it looks like he healed everything I bombed. Yeah, for sure we're going to take this guy. Damage him. Get a mass attack in. The infantry doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much. But that's a good enough start. As far as this goes, I'm going to wait. Let's get my recon going. Let's go up. Take that. And then recon down. Looks like we got it wide open until we get to here. Then they got a big defense line. Okay, so let's get positioned for that then. My bigger concern though is I'm worried about if I'm a truck, they're going to invade me with the air. Dang it. I'll just do this. This is my Tiger. Let's get some anti-tank in place. Exterminator. +5 attack against units below 50%. Now the one I was telling you about is this guy. Check this guy out. Oh, come on. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's this one. Right here. Enemy units don't shoot back. So just no retaliation, period. And then I have a weird one too. I think it's on this guy. You don't have to spend an action to rebase. Yeah, because you know you're always in the action, right? My only concern here is I want to be aggressive with my planes, but like this guy right here is going to get rocked because he's got this fighter and this fighter still available, and God only knows like what other ones he has. There's one there too. So I might move my anti-air down to help. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my anti-air down to help. only have one tank up here. What's going on there? That really worked out in our favor by a lot. Get that in place to protect my artillery. Oh yeah, and then this guy. He doesn't even attack. Does he really have 0 stats? Oh, yep, it's all 0. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll just leave him there as fodder. Okay, so this is the bigger concern. I probably could... Yeah, let's go ahead. I can barely reach, but I could hit Fallujah if I wanted to. I think I will take some damage if I do. You know what? I'm just going to leave him behind and repair him. And of course I got an infantry unit here as well. This guy's too far back. He's not going to be helpful to me next round. Ooh, 7. I gotta back him away. Of course I move my anti-air down and guess what they do? They go up. There we go. That wasn't bad at all. Oh my gosh. And then what's even funnier is this guy's gonna be able to wreck some... I have to inch forward again though, but... There we go. That one's down. And I bet I can do... Yep. I'm gonna move up and... do some massive damage with him too. And let's finish him off. We got 2 more fighters left. I wonder why he's suppressed. Doesn't matter, let's go finish him off. So we got another one down. He might be, yep, he's anti-air. So how bad is it? Yep, I'm gonna take some damage. I can definitely wreck this guy though. Got him. And yep. We still have one more. I'm not as affected by the anti-air if I use this guy. In fact, I can even damage the anti-air. Let me do one other thing here. So we'll do 2 damage to the anti-air, suppress him. Oh yeah, let's do that. So we did 8. This guy's pretty far back, that one's pretty far back, but they're contributing in major ways. And if I remember correctly here, coming down to the south was really helpful. Right, because of the anti-tank guns. That anti-tank gun right there was a big problem. So if I come down, I'm able to attack this guy without too much difficulty. And then this one, of course, you can just move up And what I'll do is I'll put an anti-tank support behind him. And as far as this goes, this tank should be able to overrun. And yeah, I don't want to get too far ahead with my infantry there. And of course this guy really can't do anything. This one needs a repair. But let's see if we can... Yeah. Let's bring him forward. Just a good 5 damage there. Just suppressed again. We'll move the infantry down. Bring him forward. Yeah, we got to repair. So we'll get 5 points there. My only worry about him is if I creep forward like this, I'm going to get stuck behind this ridge. So I got him down to 3. Yeah, I might as well attack. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, it did nothing. Alright. Yeah. It's not gonna do much. Oh crap, I forgot to do something with those guys. I probably should have waited to see how the rest of it played out, but I forgot to do something with these guys. So the plan was I wanted to back him up away from this artillery over here. So let's go ahead and... Ooh. That's even better. And yeah, we'll back him up slightly. Now we'll hit end turn. Yeah, that part we know is coming. That is interesting. They're just going after him. 5 damage, jeez. $11 damage to him. Okay, can I? Nope. I would have to inch forward again. I'll go ahead and do it, because 9 damage to this guy is pretty good. And yeah. Let's go finish him off. This one needs to repair. This guy needs to repair. I have a fighter here I can go after. Or there. Sorry for the jerky camera movement there. I think this guy just needs to plow ahead so he can be helpful in the front line. I'm gonna artillery him and then do the same thing with this one. I can do some really nice damage there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So we're gonna use our pioneer to just wreck that thing. And anti-tank that. That's turning out pretty nice. This up here, that tank is super tough. I need help with my bombers, but they have a fighter hanging over every one of the targets I want to go after. This bomber needs to heal. Those are some expensive heals. I could go after this one. We gained a star. 32% accuracy. Can't complain about that. So we just tigered him. And just scooch over one more. Come in with the... Well, we're definitely doing damage without taking much. But it is taking a while to take him down. This is the part I'm most interested in is I think it's because he's an anti-tank. Yep. And I can't bomb them because of that jerk. So let's talk about fighters. I can do some damage there. Or up there. I think this is the one I want to damage the most. 5 damage was good. It's not enough. I can't come in and bomb. Yeah, the reason my tank's going to get rocked is because of that anti-tank gun. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward with my infantry though. And then here, we're going to finish him off. And the tank's going to come around. Overrun, but I don't have any more movement points. We're going to take that airfield. We're going to keep going. Wait, this is pretty good. Mosul's not very heavily defended. I definitely need the infantry help up here, though. What do I want to do with my river unit? Can I cross up there? It looks like I can. Yeah, I still want to stay where I'm at there. So now the question becomes, oh, you know what? I can relocate my bombers. I may regret this. I'll go ahead and do it. Dang it, I forgot to do these guys again. Sorry about that. Don't forget your paratroopers. Don't forget to toss a coin to your witcher. Yeah, I'm gonna repair. Yeah, sort of knew that was going to happen. Oh, that was big damage. Very big damage. This might be big. It was big. Jeez. But they unentrenched themselves, which is good. Alright, so my biggest issue is this guy. See, like, I'm going to have to spend a whole turn just to swing around. And then I'm going to have to take this fighter and heal. Yes. Just did 5 damage. I actually very much want to take one of these out. Then we'll heal with this guy. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and wreck him. This guy needs to heal. I'm running precariously low. That's sort of how these games go. And man, why are they so good? It's a commando unit. see if I can... Yep. See if some artillery will help against this guy. It helped immensely. Yeah, I want to finish him off. I don't want my tank to be stuck on that bridge, so I'm going to back him up. I got this anti-tank here, which normally I don't need for this battle, but I know once I get to the other side, I'm going to need him over there. And what is... Oh, that's my flak. He's going to be attacked by a plane, probably. And yes, I got this nonsense down here. So I think I can do that, and then what I want to do is bomb him. And then with the other one, take out the anti-tank, or at least suppress him. It's still bad. I could... Is that an artillery? Nope. So I'm gonna move... Oh. This is bad all around. I'm gonna go ahead and at least make my mark. It turned out exactly as predicted. And this guy really can't do anything. I don't want to get him too close. I also don't want him to be too far away. I mean, if I lose him, I lose 130 bucks. It's not the end of the world. Now, what's interesting is they didn't send any planes here because I have this. So that is protecting them in a way. So I'm going to just move him down. That was good. This guy is going to be toast. Let me go ahead and move in, and this guy is going to be gone next. And let's get him in place. Let's keep making short work of that guy. Ooh, we got a surrender. That's good. That takes down the artillery a bit. I probably should have tried to encircle him. As far as these guys go, they're going to constantly be picked on, but if I can just slowly take out one unit at a time and then just keep repairing, what I'm doing is I'm flushing out the protectors of this city, and that'll just make it easier when the rest of my troops get here. Okay, so I didn't forget them, which was improvement on my part. Did I remember to do everybody? Let's check. So I could back up a little, which may not be a bad idea. Yeah, I'm going to back up. So my biggest mistake, I think, is this. I think he's going to get wrecked, and I don't think he's going to do well either. But let's find out. Coming over here to bomb. Only losing one is fair. Yeah, I'm really worried now. But man, oh man, if I can get my bombers to just unload on these guys. Encircled me, punk. Well, it could have been worse. But I got a field day here. those are some pretty powerful tanks if I'm only doing 2 damage to them. Got rid of that. This guy can heal. This one's encircled. So I gotta get him out of that. I got 3 fighters. I can protect my planes, which I don't think is a bad idea. And do a damage to that tank. Also not a bad idea. I'm gonna protect these planes. And then this one, I can either go after his scout. I don't have the reach to hit that one. So let's go here and take that out. Now here's the next question. Do I go south? I think the moment I go south is the moment that they start attacking me in the north. So I'm going to move this way and just truly protect what I have up here. I do have an anti-air down here, which I don't think I can reach him, because if you can see my little red bar here, if I move 1 space, then I'm only going to get to here. I have to move 2 spaces to get to that one. So he's just out of reach. Oh, I can't go after those because of this. So let's... And this should be able to... Oh, and we just encircled. So I can hit those guys up there, or I can try to hit one of these guys down here. Which should I do? I could finish those off. I think I want to do this because anything I can do to help relieve the forces up here is a good move. And then as far as the anti-air goes, I think that's too close, but I want to... Yeah, we're going to get them all... Look at that. We got them all encircled. So that's good. That's so very good. And yeah, I'll move him forward 1, protect the units I have, and... Can't do anything with him, but that's good. Now as for these guys, I think I want to spend another turn, heal them back up, because I don't want them to get in a bad situation. And yeah, we're going to go up and hit these guys that are damaged but not yet destroyed. Oh, we got all this up here. So Mosul, I definitely want to get an artillery going against him. I think I need 2 turns. 1 turn to get this. I think I want to get that mine destroyed. So yeah, I'm going to move forward, attack this. Move forward, attack this. Move forward, attack him. Just get that started, because he had 8 entrenchment, now he's down to 7. In fact, this guy removes, 2 points of entrenchment, so he was at 9. And so we finally got rid of everything there, and that costs a lot of money. But I'm going to go ahead and get him reinforced since he's not able to do anything this turn. slow and steady to win this race. We have 30 turns to finish this scenario. That was the... I forgot to say that at the beginning of the scenario. That was the next thing. Is slow and steady. Because since there's so many units, I think I need to just slow it down and let it take its course. So, we got that. We're fully covered there. Yeah, so this guy will go ahead and heal too. Alright, let's hit end turn. They still have an Air Force. Of course, they're going to switch that way because my anti-air is covering the other ones. But I think my infantry is cheaper to replace than the tanks were. That helped a little. Oh my gosh, he got hurt hard. This I'm a little worried about, but if they spend a few attacks on that guy, I'm not as concerned because... yeah, I mean, I could replace him. And yeah, they're encircling me, which is not good. They got me encircled. I can't believe this. This is like ridiculous. But I'm going to bomb the crap out of these guys. Let's get them unencircled as fast as possible. 5 damage to you. Uh, 5 damage, 3 damage. 5 damage to you. 2 damage. Let's do 3 damage to you. Gone. And yeah, this guy. Alright, this one is fully suppressed, so I can't do anything with him. I can try to break out going this way. But this guy's in trouble. In fact, I might lose him and I have to back up 2 turns. Makes me so angry. So... I know I'm using tanks to attack, but... need to do something here. There we go. And... I know I went out to anti-air mode there, but maybe we can lure them in. I'm really nervous. I'm going to lose him. I don't think I'm going to survive an attack from this, and that. And that. With 4 suppressed units. So that means I'm going to have to load 2 turns ago and see if I can redo that somehow. I don't know exactly how. That was also a bad assault. Not much I can do. Move in. Took out the scout plane at least. Oh, I do have some fighters here. Took him out. Let's give him weak. Ooh, 5 damage? That was awesome. And then, yeah, let's weaken whoever we can here. Ugh. I think we're going to eliminate another unit here. Can't complain about that. So everything's going perfectly well, except for this guy right there. Now I could move him. So if I move him, I don't know if it really is going to help. But I'll move him at least towards the river. Let's see what happens. That guy fell for the trap. That hurt. But I'll survive. Survive. Oh my gosh. He didn't attack me. I'm still fully suppressed. Oh my gosh. Now this one, I'm going to switch back to anti-air mode. And yeah, he's going to hate life there. So you sort of had to like take a little bit of a sacrifice. That cost me 500 though. Whew. And let's remove the minefield. I would like to get him across the river to help out up here, but I can't. And down. Down. I don't think I can cross that river without help. Okay, so here I need to use my fighters to eliminate him so I could bomb those tanks. 1, 2, and 3. This fighter, or this bomber, should come really close. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Boom. Replenish. I am only down to 300, 200. I mean, I know I have 90,000, but remember my 90,000 rule. It is taking everything off the hair of my chinny chin chin, though, to do this. But all I have to do is just take a city and I'll get another 100 prestige. 150. And that's what I gotta do. I just gotta keep hammering them as best as I can. Fallujah is going to fall. I don't see any chance for them there. Yeah, and this guy, I think I'm gonna be able to get him. Especially if I did 6 damage like that. Oh, so close. But we're making the push here as well. I honestly thought that this scenario was doomed, to be quite honest. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Alright, so can't do anything against that tank. I could do some against him, who's not a threat. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace my units. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That puts me below my number. I wasn't paying attention. So let's see if we can get that number back. We gained a star. Always happy about that. There we go. Let's get our tank in. Overrun. There we go. We got our numbers back. So I was able to do that repair without too much concern. Now this is interesting. This anti-tank's protecting the artillery and vice versa. This, of course, being a strong point, we don't get anything for killing it. It has a range of 0. So unless I'm next to him, he's not going to do anything to me. So I could just go around him. and that's the problem. I can go after that artillery, but so we do that much for now. Yeah, end turn. That was it. So some of these guys are just sitting here waiting for their doom. Interesting. This guy is our one-man wrecking crew. So let's go in and do 14 damage. Oh my gosh. And I think I have to do this just because I want to kill him. Make room for my tiger. Get another 150. Do 5 damage. And because of his zone of control, I can't get through. So I probably want to bomb him if I can. And then this guy, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do. Healed. Keeps running away. I want to repair, but I'm really low. I'm gonna do it anyways. Let's see what we can do here. So we have no planes. Our fighters can only go so far. So let's use our fighters to take out what's in range. Do a 06017. I gotta be careful because if I move in, he could still encircle me. I can definitely wreck either of those. I think what I want to do is damage him as much as possible with that. And then this one here, I think I need to come over and do something about this. He's my bigger threat because I have all tanks or hard targets there. Did make it a little better. Not a lot better. Now if I do that, I'm going to get attacked. I could do that, so let's do that. Suppress him some more. There we go. Did 3 damage, but now I'm stuck. This guy needs the repair. 365, I don't have it. If I do this, I could damage it, but I don't know why I need to. Plus maybe it's a supply thing. I'll just go up there to protect him. And yeah, this guy only has 5 strength. I need more prestige. I still have some bombers here. So let's see what we can do with these guys. Nothing. Can I rebase somewhere? Up there. I don't know if I want everybody to rebase up there. But yeah, let's do it. That's right, he gets to rebase for free. Oh, let's undo that. Let's do this guy. Like, I would love to do stuff with these guys, but there's nowhere to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move in. Alright, and I'm at an hour. So I'm gonna end the video. We're on turn 9 here. I think it's going well. Oh, I still want to do something with this guy. You know what? I'm gonna swing up so I don't get encircled. And let's pound that tank some more. I could have hit it with another bomber. Okay, now we're at the end. So I'm gonna quit here. As always, thanks for watching and stay awesome. And yeah, we're in the middle of this COVID-19 crisis. Our governor actually just ordered that we be staying in our homes for 14 days. I know most of you don't really care to hear it. You're here to take your mind off of that stuff if you're here in real time or a year from now after I record this. But anyways, I just wanted to wish everybody to stay healthy, stay safe, and if you absolutely can, please stay home. This stuff does go away if you can just stop it from being available to come and spread and all that other stuff. No need for a lecture. There's plenty of that out there. So stay healthy, stay safe, and I hope you can find some fun. And if you can afford it, this game is fantastic. So please consider it. I don't get anything from it, but obviously the more these developers are rewarded, the more I get to see a Panzer Corps 3 in the future. So anyways, thank you, and we'll see you in a few minutes.